Good morning, boys and girls. Thank you for joining with me on this weekend, this Sunday, the 9th of January, the year 2022. Can you believe it already? Well, as the start of a new year, I'm wondering, have you ever heard somebody say to you, enough is enough? Especially when, not that you ever do it, but especially when you misbehave a little bit and you might get into trouble with mom or dad or at school or with friends. Enough is enough. I used to hear that a lot when I was a kid growing up. Believe it or not, enough is enough, Mark. Well, part of the enough is enough is about forgiveness. We do something wrong and we hurt somebody and we hope that they would forgive us, or somebody hurts us and they hope that we would forgive them. In the day when Jesus was walking with his followers, called disciples, they had an understanding in that year, 2,000 years ago, and in that part of the world, the Middle East. They understood that according to the rules, if somebody sinned against you, if somebody hurt you, you had to forgive them 3 times. But after 3 times, enough is enough, and no more. So Peter, one of the followers of Jesus, thinking that he was going to be particularly generous, asked Jesus, Lord, how many times should I forgive my brother when he sins against me? 7 times? So you're over two times more than what the law said. 7 times you could forgive a brother. Peter's being very, very nice here. And this is in Matthew's Gospel, chapter 18, verse 21 to 35. And you know what Jesus said in response to Peter? Nope. Not 7 times, but 70 times 7 times. 490 times. And then he tells a wonderful story about forgiveness, an incredible story about forgiveness. If you can't read it yourself, ask mom or dad or your older brother or sister to read it for you and see what God says to you from that. But I'm going to read a story for you about forgiveness, which is based in the Bible. And it's a book by Mercer Mayer called We All Need Forgiveness. So here we go. Today, Mom made a pineapple upside-down cake. I was the only one I was only going to take a teensy taste when I knocked the cake onto the floor. Oops. Sorry, Mom, I said. That's the most upside-down pineapple upside-down cake I've ever made, said Mom. It's okay, little critter. Accidents happen sometimes. Dad asked me to get a wrench from the garage. I found one, but the oil can was in the way, and the oil spilled on the floor. I hope Dad would forgive me for spilling his oil. I went out to the sandbox to play, but my beautiful castle was almost washed away. I'm sorry, little critter, said little sister. I was just watering the garden. It was an accident. Yeah, right, I said. After that, I wanted to color. So I lined up all my crayons in a row. Gray Kitty pounced on them and made a mess. Bad cat, I said. I'm going outside. I stormed out the front door. I went for a ride on my bike, but Timothy rode into me. My bike tipped over and the handlebars got bent. Sorry, little critter, said Timothy. But I was too mad to say it was okay. I put on my mask to go scuba diving. All I needed was my snorkel, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Then Dog jumped into the tub. He had the snorkel in his mouth, and it was all chewed up. Bad dog, I said. At the bus stop, Gabby was trying out my new yo-yo, and she got the string all tangled. I didn't mean to, little critter, she said. I'm never letting you play with my toys again, Gabby, I said. At lunch, I was about to eat my yummy chocolate chip cookie when Henrietta bumped into the table and it fell into the floor. It broke into a million pieces. Sorry, little critter, said Henrietta. But sorry didn't help one bit because my cookie wasn't good anymore. Then at the dress rehearsal for our play, I waved my arms a little too hard and knocked over the candy house. Gabby and Gator tripped over it. So did Henrietta. The candy decorations went all over the place, and the whole set came crashing down. It was a mess. Miss Kitty said we had to stop the play and clean up. Now everyone was mad at me because it took us a long time to clean up and we didn't have time for the fun surprise Miss Kitty had planned. I said I was sorry, but everyone was still mad. When I got home, I told Mom all about the play and how my friends were mad at me. Don't worry, said Mom. They will forgive you. Everyone needs to forgive one another just as God forgives each and every one of us. And when we forgive someone who's done something wrong, it makes us feel better too. Try it. You'll see. I went out to my treehouse to think. Mom was right. I didn't always forgive everyone right away, and it made me feel awful. Just then I heard Gabby yelling, so I peeked outside. My friends were in her backyard. We need someone else if we want to play football, said Tiger. Then I heard someone say my name. After that, there was a lot of mumbling. It sounded like mad mumbling. I figured they were still mad and they weren't going to forgive me. I heard Gabby call my name, and I peeked out again. All my friends were in my yard, and little sister was pointing right at the treehouse. All my friends asked me to play. They had forgiven me, and now we were all going to have fun. We played a great game of football, and nobody got mad at me, at anybody. We all need forgiveness. Just like Mom said, it's the only way everyone can be happy. Well, boys and girls, thank you for joining with me in this story time today. And I hope and I pray that you'll understand more and more every day how much God loves you and how freely God forgives us and wants us to forgive one another, and so become more and more like Jesus. May his blessing be upon you this week. Thank you.